Morning everyone. Wanted to get a quick video recorded here. I apologize for the audio. I do have a new mic, so hopefully in the future the videos will have a little bit better audio, and also apologize for any dogs in the background. I am dog sitting today. So anyway, wanted to get out a video here this morning on Saturday morning. Just kind of sharing with you where we are in the market here with XRP. I do think we're going to come down here into this liquidity zone with XRP. I don't think we should go lower than the green box here, just based on, if we're following a similar structure to the breakout in November of 2024. So, probably 257, 256-ish is where I'm looking for this wave 4 to find support. One thing I am watching here is the spot versus perpetual premium averages. As you can see, this entire run up was supported with actual spot buying until we got to the very top. And as usual, what happens, we're actually on the 4-hour chart here. What happens is, people get excited and they start to leverage and use perpetual futures contracts to start trading. And then what the market has to do is they have to liquidate these people. And so you can see that here on the 4-hour. Let's go down to the 30-minute, because I really want to show you what I'm watching for here. Typically what happens, in these moves is you get the initial sell-off volume, which we saw that here. And then you get this final medium volume sell-off, because what this is it's a secondary, retest of support. And what the bots love to do is they love to come back and sweep the support here, because what happens is people come in with their leveraged longs and they set those stop losses here. And so what we're trying to do right now is take out that buy side liquidity, is what they call that, a BSL test. So that's what we're doing. So I wanted to give you that quick thought, because I know I've had some people even DM me this morning saying, where's support? If we do lose this buy side liquidity test, we'll probably come down here to around 262, 261. If we don't hold there, we could dip a little bit more. As I mentioned yesterday in my video, I believe mid-morning, I said 257 or 256 isn't out of the question. And really, even on certain exchanges like MEXC, where you're trading perpetual futures, you can certainly have overthrow beyond that. So just something to keep in mind. Here's what I'm looking for, and here's really the test of what we're doing. Let's go back to the 4-hour, and let's take off the other indicators for now, just so that we can see the price action. Here's what I'm looking for. If you come back to the May local high, down to the June local low, I want to show you kind of what I was watching yesterday and what played out so far. So what played out so far yesterday, let me take off this fib extension here just so we can clean it up. So what happened yesterday is we completed what I believe was the third wave of this initial wave 1 impulse off the local bottom in June. June 22nd is where that local bottom happened, which strangely enough is right on the summer solstice, I believe. Interesting. So yeah, we came up and we struck this 1,272 fib extension. When you measure the May local top down to the June local bottom, and we see that kind of move, that's very bullish. And my support for that is we can go back as recent as November of 2024, and we can see the same exact situation playing out. If you come back and take the local highs around the end of September in 2024, and you come down to the low, which was on October the 25th, roughly, and then let's just pretend you didn't have any of this price action, and you were just watching that, and we had that move, and we took what? The 1,272, and then we retested the 886 fib level. And then we found support there, and then we took off to the races. And so what I'm watching for is for us to hold this 886 fib level right here at 255.81. Can you see that? I know it might be a little difficult to see. So either we're going to hold internal here. We're coming up on a 4-hour close. We only have 13 minutes left. So either we're going to hold internal here and continue to have a bull flag, or we're going to come down here and test the liquidity here around this 886 at 255, 256-ish. So it's very important that we hold that area. If we don't hold that area, we start to then question what wave count we're on. And that's the challenge with Elliott wave theory. Elliott wave theory is always clear counting back, but it's a challenge when you're looking at it as a future forecasting model, because all these waves get concatenated within larger moves. So, as we came off the bottom here, this really didn't look like a wave one impulse at first. It looked a little bit choppy, a little bit, not as clean as you'd like to see, but very clearly here, this is an impulse and it's backed up with volume. So that's what we're looking for here, is we're looking for XRP to follow through. Now that we've got this, what we believe is a 1 2 1 2 1 2 powerful 3. You cannot argue that. Powerful 3 backed up with volume, backed up with the rest of the market, which also moved, of course, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and others. And so we got that move. So what we're looking for now is follow through. We're looking to hold here around 256, 255 if we do get lower. And then the next stop for us would be around $5, maybe 505, 503, but right there around that 2886 fib level is what we're looking for. And this won't be I don't believe this is a macro top. It'll be an intermediate. We'll have some chop here. And then the next target, I believe, would be right around that $12 price point. So those are some of the mid-range targets that I'm seeing between now and the end of August. As always, I would be happy to be wrong about these targets. I would love to see us go higher. That's not out of the question. It all depends on the liquidity, the narrative behind that liquidity. What is Bitcoin doing? How high is Bitcoin going? I do believe that Bitcoin is going as high as potentially 170, 175 in this bull cycle before it's over. So yeah, that's what we're looking for. Trading is a challenge of patience and figuring out the best probable scenarios of what's going on. And all you have to go on really is past performance, being able to see what price action has done in the past, what volume has done in the past. Also, if you come back here and look at this spot versus premium perpetual comparison, if you come back here to November, what you will see is this entire move up from November the 4th on, or November the 5th on, was tied to the perpetual side. So it was actually it was a perpetual market maker's move. And how you knew that we were going to eventually find a top is when this does occur. So you can see that spike there on December the 3rd, and that was our local top of the market. So sorry for the scratching, that's my dog. So anyway, we're starting to see that now, which tells me that I think we still have a lot of legs left in this move. What you had massive accumulation over the last 7 months. And now we're ready to go higher. So that's what we're looking for. Don't sweat it if we do come back and retest that 255-ish, 256 area. That's not out of the question here for a wave 4 correction. But then we should put in our wave 5 that should take us all the way up to around $5. So I'll talk more here in a little bit. I'm gonna go get this dog settled down. He is scratching everything. But anyway, guys, have a great weekend. I will try to give you an update tomorrow as well. What I'm looking for is by the end of the day today or overnight tonight. I'm on Central Standard Time or Central Daylight Time, but I'm looking for us to start putting in a new local high here above 296, maybe by midnight or 3 a.m. Tomorrow morning. So yeah, just part of trading is waiting and figuring out where price action is going and just being patient for it to come to you. I do still have some limit orders set down here to add to my long, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, thank you guys for your support. I see several have already subscribed. Please do like and subscribe if this helps add value to your views on the market. I certainly just want to help people as I trade, and certainly can share those thoughts. Of course, none of this is financial advice. You're adults, you have to make your own decisions. I can't press the buy and sell button for you, but I'm just showing you how I'm currently viewing the market, and I do hope that it's helping people grow in their understanding of trading. And we'll talk soon. Thank you.